What is up, YouTube? It is MetroGame75 here today. We're playing Sakura Succubus Episode 8. We're almost close to the end of this series. We're almost close. Anyways, let's get started. Once we return, Alice looks at me, and somberly she says, I really am sorry, Hiroki, for causing you so many problems. I just wanted to spend some time with you. Well, I think really if that was at least Alice's little scheme, it certainly succeeded. She was able to spend quite a lot of time with me before Yui interrupted. I shudder to think what would have happened if Yui hadn't come to my rescue. She was pretty cool back then. Yeah, I think I'm falling for Yui more and more. Or something. But I know now after talking to Lady Yui that the way I went about it was totally wrong. I didn't ask you how you felt about any of this, and I didn't think about your boundaries. I was being horribly selfish. If I could go back in time, I never would have forced myself on you like that. Not that this really helps, I suppose, given I did force myself on you. It's too late to change the past, but I don't know if I deserve your forgiveness, so I won't ask for it, but I really am sorry. If you never wanted to see me again, I would understand. Just say the word and I'll disappear from your life for good. We should be so lucky. Marina remembers this monotonously under her breath. She doesn't seem at all thrilled by Alice's words, but I feel rather more lenient towards her. It's true enough that Alice forced herself on me, but I can't bring myself to hate for it. She seems pretty repentant about it to look at her. In fact, I think she appeared pretty cut up about all of this. That talk Yui gave her must have drummed some sense into her. I can't bring myself to resent her, not when she looks so very lost. I don't want to make her cry. She's so cute, it'd be a waste to spoil her pretty face with snot and tears, so... It's alright. I reassure Alice after a pause. Huh? Is it really alright? Don't forget what she did to you, darling. I know you're a soft touch, but there's such a thing as being too forgiving. If you let Alice get away with her awful behavior, who's to say she won't walk all over you in the future? She'll never take you seriously, not like this. I know that, and I know Alice made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to absolve her for everything she did, but... I inhaled and smiling, I stepped forward and ruffled the top of Alice's head. I know why you did what you did. You were lonely, weren't you? Yes, that's right. I was horribly lonely, and I had nobody I could confide in. I never really had any friends, you see, so I'm not good at talking to people. I guess that's why I did what I did. I didn't know how else to get your attention. Oh, please. There are better ways to get people's attention than insulting them. I agree. You're being way too nice to her, Hiroki. I've always known you're a total pushover. I guess I must be, to put up with Ayu's vitriol. But Marina's right. Sometimes you need to stand up for yourself. Don't you have any self-respect? I have plenty of it at the moment, but I don't think I would if I made Alice cry. That would be unforgivable. Ew, who are you trying to impress here, you idiot? You don't need to try to act like a knight or shining armor. Not when Alice is obsessed with you already. You better be careful or she'll fall for you even harder than she has. And before you know it, grimly Ayu runs a hand across her neck. She'll decapitate you, cover your skull in diamonds, and start talking to it quicker than you can say, for the love of God. No, I wouldn't. I might not be entirely normal. Now that's putting it lightly. But I'm not completely insane. So you're only a little insane then. Just a bit. I know I have problems, but I never murdered Hiroki. I love him in case you hadn't realized. She's just a yandere at this point. She feels like a whole yandere. That's what she is. Don't put horrible ideas like that into Hiroki's head. Although, at least pause her expression thoughtful, if I did pull Hiroki's school outfit out of his head, he would never be able to leave me. That we really could stay together forever. That, yeah, see, she's a fucking yonder. I knew it. That face. As soon as you get to that moment, it's all over. It's all over there. Might not be so bad. I'm sorry, but I will have to veto that interesting plan of yours. While I do sympathize with you, at least, my sympathy would soon dry up if you hurt Hiroki in any meaningful way. I do love him after all. So do I. If you want to share him with us, you need to learn how to treat him properly. You need to ensure you hand him back to the rest of us in one piece, okay? With his skull inside of his head. Right, I'll do my best. Provided you wouldn't mind me being a member of your harem, Hiroki. Of course not. I smile at Elise and give her a head on her head another ruffle. You're very cute when you're not saying horrifying things. I mean, I'd be more than happy to spend more time with you. Me too, from Symphonia. You might have kidnapped me, Elise, but you didn't really hurt me, and I understand that you meant me no ill will. I too know what it feels like to be lonely, having spent so much of my life shut up inside the palace, so I can't fault you. Who knows? If I didn't have a wonderful friend like Liz to keep me company, I might have done something desperate too. You are too kind, my lady. This woman treated you very poorly indeed. You would be well within your rights if you held a grudge. It is a touch unnatural, in fact, that you don't, but you always have been a good girl. That is one of the reasons why I love you so much. As for myself, however, Elizabeth looks at Alice archly. I am rather less forgiving. I will let matters slide for now, because it is what Milady wants. But if you cause any future problems for her or for Miss Orsau, I will make you regret it. Do I make myself plain? Quite plain. I'm sorry for being such a bother. I'll be on my best behavior from now on. Well, isn't it nice? Things were a bit dicey for a while, but it looks like we've all made up. All's well that ends well. I think this ended a little too well. It's so schemosely, I feel like throwing up. Agreed, it still doesn't sit easily with me that at least hasn't been punished for this. My right hand is itching to deliver retribution to her behind, especially after she put me through so much humiliation. Oh, come on, everyone. Let's not be so mean. Hiroki forgives Elise, and so does Steffi, and so we should too. Let's all turn the other cheek. I'd advocate for peace, not war. Humanity will never advance if we're all at one another's throats. Now, since Steffi and Lizzie will be going back to Astoria soon, why don't we all have fun? I have a lot of dates planned for us in the next few days, and of course you'd be more than welcome to come along with Elise. The more the merrier. Going on dates. I've never been on a date before. The thought is a little scary, honestly. I don't know much about romance, but if I could experience it with Hiroki, then at least takes a step forward towards me, then takes a hold of the front of my shirt. She looks up at me, her eyes half lidded, and says, "It might not be so bad after all. Please look out for me. I'll be in your care." So saying, Elise stands on her tiptoes. Kiss, kiss, fall in love achievement? Okay. Oh my. Do you have to do that right in front of my face? Youngsters today really are brazen. How romantic. Is this supposed to be a declaration of war? I suppose I admire her confidence, but kissing my darling is right in front of the rest of us? How shameless! You don't much like to see other women being intimidated with my Hiroki. It's true, but I'm trying to be less jealous. I need to learn to share him, and I want Alice to be happy too. I think she deserves it. Alice's lips meet mine, a kiss. This isn't a harsh driving kiss like the one she bestowed upon me in the abandoned warehouse. This kiss instead is sweet and gentle, almost chaste. Elise unnerved me when I first met her. It's true, but I don't hate her. I'm glad, in fact, that I met her. I'm cautiously looking forward to spending more time with her, and I hope we can all get along. At this point, it's just like Cosmo said, things really do seem to be shaping up well. At this point, we might see the Sakura Succubus 20 at this point, where we're going to we might be piling up to at least 100 waifus soon by then. Crazy. But, I mean, hey, it's good after all. You have a lot of women that loves one man. Perhaps this really is a happily ever after all. It sure is. Man, I should have added this to episode 7. Well, we already reached the end of this series now. Well, the end of this, series of Sakura Succubus 7. Oh, here it is. Same things that's all going through. Same people that have been working on this whole thing. Man, I should have added this for part 7, but if you guys already saw like one part that's like 20 minutes long, that should have been longer though, but due to the fact of things, it has to be like that. But anyways, this one is a very short one. So thank you guys for playing. Thank you for playing. No problem. So we'll just have to wait a couple of months from now at this point. So I should say that Sakura Succubus 8 should come out between, like, this game came out in March. So we got to like March, April, May, June. Probably in June we might see another one. June or July this year. We might see number 8. They're probably working on it right now. But anyways, that is the end of this video, everybody. Thank you guys for enjoying this series with me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media links down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.